So that's the next day. We're back on the Nova. We need to go ahead and start building our front suspension. We do have a few Zerk fittings we do need to put in that aren't in yet. That was my cutter pin. There it is. So yeah, we've got cotter pins and we've got bolts and we've got our little grease fittings and everything. So found this little baggie. I believe it's for the idler arm, but we'll find out here in a minute if it fits. And the easy way to tell is just put the bolt on it, and the bolt fits. So one of the things I thought was weird is it has this little rubber like washer thing that goes on here, which I thought was kind of interesting. Maybe it's to keep it from rattling. I don't know. Leave a comment down there if you know what it's for. Put that on all the way because we're going to put that center link on here too. Down here we have, yeah, there's one grease fitting down on the bottom here. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang our center link, and we're just going to hang it on a coat hanger on the other side here, and that way it's just held in place, because I don't want to put, if I'm on the bolt, I don't want to put the steering box on yet, because we're going to pull that steering column out, because we are going to replace that with a nice tilt column, and we also are going to move to a floor shifter, so we won't need that mechanism anymore, or anything that goes with it. So that'll be easy enough. Now we've got our tie rod ends. This end's got the fitting on it for grease in it. The other side does not. So we're going to grab some more grease fittings. Put this cotter pin over here with the rest of the cotter pins. One of the things to remember is when you're putting this thing together, you've got a lot of grease. Got a new grease gun, but unfortunately can't figure out how to get it to work. Let's come back and check on this to see if the long one goes on this side or the other side. And these are tapered too, so. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day, and someone had replaced their whole front suspension and left the old tie rods and everything on it, which is really bizarre to me, but hey, that's just me. So let's put the other side on. Sorry about that, folks. Had a little bit of a discombobulation with the cameras. I had the remote for the cameras in my pocket, and it was changing to black and white. So again, we're back at it. So we've got our first tie rod on. We have not snugged up these bolts. One of the things that I did notice is that these bolts are backwards, and they should both be facing the same direction. So I'll probably have to pull the bolts off and flip them around. It's not a big deal. That way we get everything right. So let's go over to the other side and get that tie rod on, and then we can start doing our brakes. And unfortunately, we can't straighten out the alignment yet. We can crank them in a little bit, get it relatively straight. We'll do that once we've got tires on it, mainly because with everything still kind of loose and our center link kind of not where it's supposed to be, it's actually a little high, it should be a little bit lower. We don't want to get too carried away with our adjustments. Like I say, we got it hung up for now just so that we can move the car. Okay, caliper time. Again, if you can't remember which side is which. It's easy to denote because the leader goes to the top. So it's pretty simple. Down there, look at it like this. You know that our bleeder's up here at the top. So this is definitely this side. So we need to go ahead and pull these out. Let me go get. And I didn't get new brake shoes. These are the carbon ceramic, so definitely probably help if I was putting the piston to the inside where it belongs. So let's try the right side before we try to put together. Some days it is definitely not mine. Wouldn't be so bad, but even marked where they belong. Why won't it fit? Something's not right. It's because it's backwards. Can't believe I was doing that. Like, yeah, that's probably why they don't fit. Man, look at that. Why they go right on what they're supposed to. Never had some trouble putting in brake pads. Because we painted the calipers, they're a little bit tighter than they were. What you doing there, buddy? Everything's good. We do need to come through here and clean up the mess we just made, but got our bleeder to the top. And we're gonna have to touch up a little bit up here. Came with new hardware, nice springy stuff. We got nice new hardware. Oops. Right direction. Snapper in place. That one goes in place. So we got everything in place. Slide it right on in there. Let me grab my bolts right here for now because I don't need them while I put it together. We'll come back later, throw some grease on these. This is doing fitment for right now. It's dinner time, so this is going to be it for today. Tomorrow we'll come out and we'll start putting the rest of the little things together, the gas lines, motor mounts, all that kind of stuff, and then get her down on wheels and adjust our height because we are way, way low. So, see you in the morning.
The next day.
All right, day 3. Had to go have dinner last night. Everybody came in. Today, I'm going to kind of zip through a lot of this because we're going to be torquing everything to make sure it's at the right spec, putting in our cotter keys and all that kind of fun stuff. A lot of it I don't have to explain. I have all my torque specs from my manual. I have actually own all the shop manuals from this car from the dealership. So I have every single thing you can possibly find on this car. Last night we did a little bit of, or I should say I did a little bit of touch up on some of the black paint. Shot a little bit on some of the tie rods. Gonna finish that up also. Put in the motor mounts, all that kind of fun stuff. I'm going to blast you through 90% of it, but that's kind of what we're going to be working on today, just to get it done. I also have brake hoses to put on. I do need to order. They do sell a kit for $119. It's every brake line on the whole car. So I'm going to go ahead and order that kit. That way I've got that. Not sure what I'm doing with my fuel lines yet. If you've got any insight on this, I'm going to be putting on the Holley Sniper, or the Stealth Sniper, and I'm curious if these lines are strong enough to hold the pressure that is put out by the pump. I've got both this car, because it was a California car, came with both the feed and return lines, so I'm really curious to know if they work. I'll bolt them up against the frame so that they're out of the way for now, but odds are if I replace them, I'm going to need to order these nice little billet mounts to go through here. The fuel line will end up coming up along the back firewall and then feeding from this direction as opposed to the front where the fuel pump's at. So let's get to torquing these bolts. Let's get this job done so that we can put it on wheels and then adjust our height. So let's get to it. So first thing I got to do is get my specs, and then we'll just start working our way across. £50, 50 foot-pounds on the uppers, 80 on the lowers. So I'm gonna need the big boy for that. On those. Okay, that's our lower and upper control arms. Now we can double check our these are already at spec. Everything, the ball joints, all that fun stuff is already at spec. So the only thing we need to do is check our tie rod ends and our center link stuff, so we can torque those next, and then we can put our cotter pins in. So let me grab my specs. Okay, next is our idler arm. That's going to be at 30 foot-pounds, and I don't think this bad boy goes down that low. But we'll know here in a minute. Oh yeah, she does. 25, 30. Ratchet, because we don't want to go crazy with it. It's only 35 foot-pounds. Now we need to back it off so that we can get our cotter pin in there. So okay. No filter, no. It's definitely stiffer now, that's for sure. No filter. Okay. Now everything's all torqued. All our bolts are in. Everything's all double checked. These were torqued. A lot of the stuff you didn't see me torque, I torqued quite a while ago. The only thing I torqued this time were the things that I just put on, and I wanted to double check our upper and lowers to make sure those are right. Everything else is good to go. We're just going to have to put on our brake lines and all that kind of fun stuff, but I've got to order all that stuff. So for this week, and getting this video wrapped up, because we're running 3 days now, we're going to go ahead and call it here. But if you have any comments, questions, concerns, saw that I did anything wrong, We have a section of setting everything up before we even have the steering box on, but it shouldn't make much of a difference. I think we can put the bolt it up to the steering box and then mount the steering box. Shouldn't be any problem at all. That bad boy's torqued to a few hundred foot-pounds. We do have all the specs for the alignment and all that kind of fun stuff, so we can get it really, really close. But this will allow us to get wheels on it, set our ride height, roll it out of the garage, and get this painted, along with our jams and a few other places. But this will definitely give us a head start. So with that, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Leave any comments if you'd like. And I will see you in the next one.